This is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. We're here on Xbox Series S, where the game is optimized for the next generation. So originally we had an FPS boost going on, but then they went in and they properly updated this legendary special edition offering. And yeah, I'm finally awake. We can't do a Skyrim video without starting from right in the beginning. So, yeah.
Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was
It's
nice.
true. Skyrim was fine until they came along anyways. So what are we getting here? We are getting a dynamic 1440p target on the Series S at 60 FPS with HDR support. And yeah, it kind of plays fairly good. Looks really good too. And it's kind of exciting to be back in the world of Skyrim. I think I've redone this middle sequence, just, even looking at doing, kind of videos showcasing this one a bazillion times. But it's like, just the right showcase to present this legendary game. So, with the big, optimization, they did also release an anniversary pack. We're not specifically looking at that, we're just looking at the game because the anniversary pack is an extra. So keep that in mind. This is a showcase of the Series S and the beginning of an epic journey where you make whatever kind of choices you want. Go nuts. And it's also going to be one that is not modded in any way. We might do a mods Series S video later to kind of talk about that. So if you're intrigued by that, let me know. But this is a showcase of just the vanilla game in action, seeing the performance, seeing how it looks. And yeah, if you have played Special Edition in the past, you will notice some slightly improved textures. Kind of like wood and stuff like that. Materials, I've noticed, are the biggest changes for this one, just in regards to visual improvements and enhancements to that original, well, I guess that Special Edition experience. Because there was Skyrim, then there's Special Edition, then there was 1X enhancement, then there was an FPS boost, and now we have a next-gen version of the game. So we actually benefit a lot here on the Series S, because we're getting an actually properly upgraded and well-running version of Skyrim, which is fantastic. Your traditional saves from Special Edition will continue to push forward if you'd like to use them. Or you can create your own journey and start from scratch, or you can mod things, go crazy. The mods are the best part, really, in my opinion. Just like modding this game is a true joy. Seriously, even on console, it's fantastic. And it seems like everything is working well. Just a horse with his head stuck in the wall. Oh look, it's this little ear tweet. Oh, that's interesting. I've never looked at that and saw that the little ear twitch. That's kind of really interesting.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you. This is a mistake.
Step towards the block when we call. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists. Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm. It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
It's a very sketchy situation.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
It's not a smart idea, man. They got an archer right there.
Feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
This guy. I am prisoner. That is my name. Prisoner.
Skyrim, kinsman.
I am a prisoner.
Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. At least you'll die here, in your homeland. Follow the captain, prisoner.
I mean, if that's the way things go in this society, that's the way things go. I'm not one to protest, obviously, as you couldn't hear me say anything.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war. plunged Skyrim into chaos. And now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
Did you guys hear that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius.
Got a bad feeling about this, guys. Got a real bad feeling about
Commend
this.
your souls to Aetherius. Blessings of the 8 divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
Learn. As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
Alright, dude. In all honesty, this guy probably should have just tried to delay this slightly, hey?
And you say the same.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Nord and the Rags.
You know, it's a sound we don't normally hear. Maybe we should, like, stop what we're doing and investigate the sound.
Next, prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
I'm important enough to go second? This is such an honor. Hello, Mr. Executioner Man. I love your hat. Your hat? Helmet? I have the strangest feeling that someone's... Oh, it's a dragon! What? No way!
What do you see?
It's a dragon! Rawr! What is going on? So anyways, Skyrim, pretty legendary game. It's really nice to be on here taking a look at this, because it actually looks really, really good on the Series S. I'm actually quite surprised by the visual quality here on the platform, and the fluidity too. It does seem to have a little, misstep here or there, but I think, it is running quite well on the platform, and that's kind of just the jank of Skyrim, let's be real here. But for a game that's this old, it's kind of amazing that it continues to, deliver like it does. The ultimate RPG experience. High levels of fantasy, excitement, and action. Are you still alive? Maybe we should pick her up and give her a hand. But yeah, it's a world of dragons and monsters and foes set in the lands of Skyrim, as you explore unique locations with faster loading than we've ever seen before. Seriously, the loading is so fast in this, it is unreal. My hands are bound. If only there's... Oh, you! Grab that sword and cut my bounded hands. I've got no legs, I am a floating ghost.
Guard, brother.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
Shocker.
That thing was a dragon. No doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. The harbingers of the end times. We better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. You may as well
Oh,
take
my hands are free.
You won't be needing more.
Why does all not include my,
All right. Get that arm on and give that axe a few swings. I'm going to see if I can find some way out from here. Ah, this one's locked. Let's see about that gate.
So if you didn't notice, you can do third person or first person. You do you in the world of Skyrim. How are we going to get out? How convenient.
Take cover.
I'm always ready for a good fight. I know you should be too. I mean, it's kind of a really epic experience. One that people, have been playing steadily since it released. There's always a good reason to come back. If you're on the Series S, this is, actually a really good way to experience what this game has to offer. I think they've actually delivered something here that, while dynamic, looks quite sharp, actually looks kind of impressive, plays quite well. Sure, you'll have a lot of fun here. Let me just take all of her clothes. I gotta look like a real captain, don't I? See, now I've got a cool outfit on. Who cares if that lady wore it before? It's mine now. Haha, good thing it all fits. One size fits all. Oh, dragons! Always breaking stuff down. What an inconvenience. But yeah, it's a world that you can kind of explore and collect resources from and battle all these fantasy creatures and visit the open landscapes. I mean, it's Skyrim. It's kind of, you know, I'd honestly be surprised if there are people playing this that have never played it before, or at least don't know what it is, because it's such an iconic experience. With epic executions. Search the barrels for potions. I haven't the time. I don't like magic users. That'll teach him to use magic in this territory. I'm just gonna leave you guys alone. You do your own thing. Ain't nobody got time for this. But yeah, there's different skills you improve. You watch your stamina. You kind of improve your health options, your magical and stuff like that. Gaining new powerful abilities. Perhaps getting a house. Enjoying some extra content that was added as part of this update and not part of the anniversary content. Remember, the anniversary content is extra stuff you pay for. There is like base content here, there's a survival option. There is fishing, including aquariums. And there's some like odd new like additions, like I think something like poisons and whatnot. You know, there's some neat stuff that they added to enjoy as part of the big update, and I think that's pretty awesome. You know, I've played this a bazillion times, I don't think I've ever fallen into the water there, so that's kind of funny. And yes, the combat is action-packed and filled with excitement. I thought I killed this guy. Excitement and mystery. Kind of tired of waiting for these guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk right by them because who's got the time? Why won't this open? Oh, looks like we've got some dangerous spiders. I don't know how much I really need to explain of Elder Scrolls at this point, though, but yeah, I gotta say I am impressed by how it's running here on the Series S. It actually is, to me, punching above its weight class on this one. Oh no, a giant bear. How monstrous. And I believe at this point, we will enter the open world element of Skyrim. Nah, I don't want survival mode, so that was the survival mode I was talking about. But here's the open world landscape, seeing the dragon go over, seeing the good amount of draw distance. You actually get some pretty good viewing here. I mean, for some people, when they look at this, they're not going to be like, oh, it's so different and stuff, but if you actually do some close-up comparisons between the like previous version of Special Edition, again, there are actual texture improvements and stuff, and this is where there's a little bit more of a clear difference between, you know, the Series X and the Series S version here, is there's a lot more clarity within the environment around you. Like, it looks a little bit, you know, resolution-wise a bit murkier, and I would assume that is, again, due to the lower resolution that is present here with it being dynamic as well. Seems like, you know, kind of the characters all doesn't look quite as sharp as it did a little bit a while ago as well. But, you know, getting that frame rate and everything like that is very nice to have. I wonder if they'll ever someday, like, remake this. They don't need to at this point, but it's just something I, like, ponder. If someday they'll be, like, really redo all of this. And what that would look like. I don't know, but you can go nuts with mods if you want to add all kinds of weird stuff. Or you can play it regularly and just enjoy what it has to offer. The frame rate is quite smooth, it looks good, and you just automatically get the best version of this game when you go to play it on Series S, which is fantastic. Ah, the beautiful sky, the mountains, the carnivorous dogs. Just kidding, they're wolves. The annoying townspeople that you have to deal with. Is that a bunny going through the water? That's cute. Now it's floating. And of course, all of the fun little things here or there that make Skyrim so epic and legendary. The Elder Scrolls.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
I come with important news.
New to Riverwood? If you're looking for Rayloff? How do you know him? You did? We heard that Ulfric was captured. No, sorry. But in times like these, I can't just take the word of a stranger who wanders into town claiming to be my brother's friend. A dragon? In Helgen? It can't be. Although, it would explain what I saw earlier, flying down the valley from the south. I thought I must have just been seeing things. I don't know why, but I actually believe you. You've got the look of someone who's just seen a dragon. Things just go from bad to worse. First the war, now dragons. What's this world coming to? The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Sure, whatever. So there's lots of skills you can have. A rigorous, exciting journey filled with danger and excitement and intrigue and discovery. It's a fantastic time. Simply wonderful. And delightfully charming. Seriously, there are so many weird things that you can do and adventures you can have. Whether they are in the vanilla version or in the modded version of this game. You can just go nuts. And I think that's the magic here. From riding Unicorn to just kind of playing the game properly. You can almost do anything you want in this one. And it is actually like a very... I would actually say like comparable version to, you know, kind of the Series X version. It actually does hold up decently well. It's not quite as sharp, but, you know, it's still visually, I think looks pretty good, keeps that fluidity going. Those are kind of the big important things for me for this type of experience, so I think it hits the mark on those elements quite well. Pretty good draw distance. You're gonna see pop in though on these fields. It's just how it's designed. They didn't like really rework it, but I mean faster loading, better visuals, enhanced graphics. A solid version for Series S, I think. That is definitely something that we will be quite happy with. I think they're gonna kill that poor giant that's trying to mark its territory. What is this place? I've never been here before. Just kidding. Oh, it's always fun starting out the adventure here in this way, though. So obviously, if you couldn't get it from your screen, this is Whiterun. If you didn't somehow know that. You know, sometimes I heard people They used to be adventurers here until they took an arrow to the knee.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
Give me your money.